Hi class, it's Miss Raymond. Now that you've written your note cards, we're going to move on to the outline. So the purpose of this video is to show you how you do that. So you go to your research packet, excuse me, and you are going to go to page 21. This is an example of an outline, okay? This is what your note cards will become. I want you to scroll through this and then you know, if you have questions, highlight something. Let's say you're not sure what this is. So you can say, highlight it, and then you see how this little box pops up on the right? That's your comment box. Click on that and say, you know, I'm not sure what this is. Okay, and then I'll review that and look at your questions. I can help you as we move on. Okay, and then you hit comment. So you know, take a minute to look at this sample and see how it's put together, because I want you to see what it is and how they're doing it. Okay, we're going to get to all this, you know, as the weeks go on, but right now we're going to just focus on certain parts of the outline. Okay, so don't stress. We're just going to, right now for this week of April 24th, we're just going to focus on certain parts. Okay, so excuse me, I have a slight cold, so I apologize if I'm sniffling. All right, so what you're going to do, you're going to read this and ask some questions of it. Okay, and then this is what you want to use for this week. So this is an example. This is what you're going to do. This is your outline, okay? Outline for research paper. All right, and when it says citations, this means your note cards, okay? All right, so I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? The first thing I want you to do is go down to the thesis statement. This is on page 23, the thesis statement. All you're going to do is copy and paste or type your thesis statement in here. That's it. That's the first thing you're going to do. So, for example, okay, you have, if this is your thesis statement, okay, if you go to your research packet, you need to find your find your thesis statement, which should be on page 9. Okay, so here's your thesis statement. Okay, you copy it, or you can type it in, it doesn't matter. Okay, and you paste it into here. You can open a new window like I did, or you can just do it on your own, in your own research, in the same thing. So you could copy it and scroll down and put it in the outline, or you can open a new window like I did. You see what I'm saying here? Okay, if you don't understand, let me know. Okay, so here's your thesis statement. That's the first thing I want you to do. Okay? Now, this is where, the next thing I want you to do is where the note cards come into. Okay, so remember with the note cards, okay, so you wrote your note cards per subtopic. You were supposed to write your note cards per subtopic. So you have, sorry about this, this was all set up. So for example, you have your first note card, okay, for subtopic 1. All right, subtopic 1, here it is. Cell phones are bad for your health. Obviously, your topic's going to be different. If you're not writing about cell phones, your thesis statement and your note cards are going to be different. This is just an example, okay? So subtopic 1, cell phones are bad for your health. MLA source citation, I said you can just put the link for now, okay? Don't worry about this right now. Just, it's perfectly acceptable right now to put just the link where you found a quote or summary or fact. So here's your quote, your summary fact. You found it here in this link, okay? and how it supports your thesis statement. So you are going to go to your outline, okay? This is subtopic 1, body paragraph 1. Subtopic 1. You are going to look at this subtopic 1, cell phones are bad for your health, and you're going to write, let's see how, okay, show you how it is up here, okay? Use of marijuana is on the rise. That's their first subtopic from their thesis statement. Okay, so you're going to put your first subtopic, which is what? Over here, cell phones are bad for your health. See this? So you're going to say cell phones, you can copy and paste it or type it in like I'm doing, are bad for your health. Okay? That's the first thing you're going to do, because this is going to turn into your first body paragraph. Okay? The second thing you're going to do, you're still in this part of your outline. Okay? You're still here in this part of your outline. Okay? You're not worrying about a topic sentence right now. We haven't gotten to that. You are going to take your note card and you're going to put your support for number 1, which is here. Evidence, quotation, and summary. Okay, so if your subtopic 1 is this, okay, sorry, my computer sometimes acts up. Okay, then your evidence, quote, and or fact is this quote. You're going to take this quote, the whole thing, okay, you're going to copy it and paste it or type it in. Okay, here we are. We're still on subtopic 1, and you're going to put it in this box here. First fact, support for subtopic 1. S1 means subtopic 1. Okay? So my computer is acting up, and I couldn't... Okay, so people who use... Okay, people who use cell phones. So you want to keep it in quotes. It's not your words. Okay? Because this, and then you're going to take how you, all you're doing is copying and pasting your note cards into your outline right now, okay? And then you're going to take this, how it supports your statement, thesis statement. Okay, and you put it in here. All right, so let me be clear. This is still subtopic 1. Okay, subtopic 1. Cell phones are bad for your health. You should have more than one note card for this subtopic. Okay? So then you're going to pull your next note card. We're still on subtopic 1, and you're going to pull that. All right? And you're going to put a second fact for S1 is subtopic 1. So what's the second fact from your next note card on subtopic 1? Second fact. Okay? Okay? Your second fact or second piece of information from your next note card goes here to support subtopic 1. Okay. All right. Let me get rid of this. Okay. And then how this supports it. Okay, so you go back to the next note card on subtopic 1, and you copy and paste how this supports it. Okay. And then you find your next note card that supports subtopic 1. And you do the same thing here. Okay? Don't worry about transition. Do not worry about this right now. Don't worry about this right now. Don't do this right now. Okay, and then subtopic 2. What's your second subtopic? All right, let's go over here. Okay, what's your second subtopic? Cell phones are distracting. That's subtopic 2. So you type in cell phones are distracting. Okay, and then you have, you're not doing this right now. Don't worry about topic sentences right now. Not doing right now, okay? Okay, so subtopic 2. We're still on cell phones are distracting. Okay, what is a fact or support for subtopic 2? It's right here. Here's your evidence. Students struggle to stop playing with their cell phones. Okay, so that's your fact. All we're doing is copying and pasting our note cards into our outline. Okay, right now. How it supports your thesis, you put that here. How it supports it. Okay. Right now, that's all we're doing. Whoops. Okay, so then you do that for each subtopic. Okay, so you want another fact for subtopic 2. Find another note card for subtopic 2 and put the next fact in there. And then you go to subtopic 3, okay? Subtopic 3. Families don't need them for children don't need them for family emergencies. You put that here. You don't do the topic sentence right now. Then you copy and paste this evidence. You put it here. You copy and paste how it supports it, and you put it here. These are all going to turn into paragraphs, so you want to have ample information, okay? We're not working on the conclusion right now. All you're doing is copying and pasting your note cards into the subtopics. Contact me with questions.